Big love, YouTube. What's been happening, man? Lots has been happening. Lots and lots and lots. Where I haven't done a lot of uploads because of my strikes. There's been lots going on, man. Lots. Lots of people been speaking to my mum around work, outside, all over really, saying that they definitely, I've had not just my mum, friends that have been saying their family members and friends of friends. So it's a lot of people now are all saying they ain't having no more of the rollout of whatever they're gonna hand out. Well, I said jestingly the other day, I know loads of people that can't get doctor's appointments. Well, it's really funny because we're all getting offered blood pressure appointments and get down to your GPs ASAP. Don't know what that's about, but if you want an appointment, I'll pretend you want to get your blood pressure checked and you might get seen by a doctor, you know what I'm saying? Use your smarts, you know what I mean? If you really are that desperate to get down to see the doctor, book a blood pressure appointment and you'll get in there ASAP, you know what I'm saying? What else has been going down? I've noticed, I've probably said this before in videos, but I'm absolutely, with the research that I've done, that the birds are absolutely a massive part of egging nature on. They play a absolute awesome melody in the morning. It is subtle. It is like you can see where classical music gets their soft beginnings, big build-ups, dramatical, and then the slow build downs. Yeah, because this is what Mother Nature is doing. Them little clever tweeting, singing, vibrational, awesome bits of kit wake your plants up. Now my friend pointed this out, I've been thinking it for a while, and we used to say this, we used to mock people when they was out of their head and stuff. You're going to be sitting up until the birds start tweeting early in the morning. That always stuck in my head. And then my friend pointed out that roughly 2 hours before the sunrise, the birds sing their song, and roughly 2 hours before sunset, the birds sing their nightly song. You got them all. I do believe they've got a bit of a different little chirp going on midday, like an evening chirp, and then they've got their, noon chirp, and then they've got their evening calm down before that sun goes down. Mark my words. If you sit back and you notice, you will notice this, and you can write it all down, and it is roughly 2 hours before and after. 2 hours before the sun makes its path over, and 2 hours after. It's like Mother Nature knows. And with all the research, classical music is really good to be played around anything that you're playing. And I was thinking, the meadows and everywhere, they flourish. A lot of people say it's because we're not around it, man's intervenence and all that stuff. But maybe it's because we keep the birds and things away, that's what stops the growth and the natural curve of what's meant to happen. You know, imagine if farmers encouraged these birds to be around their crops more, and if they was to see a difference, because the research, why would you be playing classical music to your crop, to a farmer's crop, to a farmer's field, to boost the yield and growth, just everything about it? And when you could just have birds, Mother Nature, sitting there tweeting away, doing its bit, you know what I'm saying? I've also found out a lot more interesting stuff about the different positions of the moon, and these different vibrational frequencies. I think it's showing a correlation to the resonance, human resonance going through the earth, to the position of the moon in the sky. That's what I'm clocking, because that's what the information is showing. There is a certain time to plant your seeds, whether they're fruit, herb, bulbs, you name it. I think there's 9 different types, and it lasts for 3 days each piece, and it goes through a cycle. And it made sense why you've got the harvest moon, or what they say, the harvest moon. It's just the last time that you've got for your fruit, really, to get the best maximum yield. There's a good time to crop it and a bad time to crop it, and you can crop it throughout the whole year. But if you want to leave it to its longest, then you ain't going to let it go into winter. So you got your harvest moon. Yeah, well, that's the sort of con. It's not about the moon, it's about the position, and that's what I'm learning. And when I discover more and get to borrow the book instead of hearing, and I keep picking to get more information, because I'm just eager beaver keen. I'm not a great reader, but it's a small book, and I've got a big interest, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get through it. Just got this feeling I'm just going to chew through the book, not literally, but yeah, just get through it. So that'd be interesting. So the birds, classical music, and the position of the moon was today's topic so far. So keep that in mind, people. I do believe that they play a different song in the morning to the evening, man. You can hear it. That's with the birds, what I've been talking about. And the rest of it, well, sort of speaks for itself, man. Yeah, well, what else we got going on? We've got this shit fest. That used to be the outdoor Gravesend Market. It was really famous because this was the first port of London, don't you know? It's the you got the 3 doors is just over there, literally. In the background, my finger is around there. No, there. Sorry, there. There's a boozer. Yeah, it's around there. 3 doors. It's very, very old. You can Google it. The Time Team always end up there, man. If you've ever watched the History Busters, whatever it was. Yeah, these flats. I knew they was going to go up 9 floors. Knew it. And the people that got the flats behind, the original flats that was built, that was told they was going to get the sea view, you ain't got the sea view no more, man. The people at the front that got to buy for more expensive flats. You know what I mean? They waited 5 years, about 7 years roughly, before that all went up. So the people at the back that all bought their new pads thought they was going to look over the River Thames, man. Sunny old Essex over there, big up banner. You know what I mean? They all thought they was going to get that view. Yeah? People, the people at the front, they're at the front of the queue now, the new block, new kids on the block. You know what I mean? They've got it all now. They've got the glorious view of the River Thames. So I wonder how much they got ripped off for them properties that are right at the back before the new flats went up. Wow, that was good. Got a lot of digging going on around here, and they're changing the roads again. I said something was happening about 5 years ago when Gravesend's train station got made a central station, and they added extra platforms and widened shit, and then they started changing the original one-way system into, like, it used to be a 2-way system like everywhere, you know what I mean? Then they made it a 1-way system, then they made it a fucked up 1-way system, then they blocked off roads here, there and everywhere with fucking plant pots and fucked it up even more, then reopened it back up and made it a dual 1-way system. Half of it's dual yeah, it's fucking weird, but it all interlinks up. I suppose everywhere's Fandango like that now, but they're just fucking shit up. What else been going on? Apart from it's fucking cold, man. You know what I mean? It is freezing still in the mornings. But you know, sunny old England. We're used to frost in May still. In the mornings, you know what I mean? It's just bitter cold. And my lighter's run out, man. Ain't good. That ain't good. Shake it up, son. Shake it up. Give it a lucky tap if I don't knock my coffee over. No lucky tap. No lucky tap. We're in. I digress. After the light catastrophe. Brawley Bay. Probably the smallest beach you're ever going to see is of sunny old Gravesend. That is literally it. You could probably get about 8 cars if you're lucky in front of that beach. That was a famous shrimping beach. You know what I mean? Brawley Bay. I don't know how they call it. Can call that a bay. It's definitely not a beach. Thank God they didn't call it a beach. It has got the similar size width beach, the other bay, the other side, but that's private, you know. There's someone's own jet here. I digress. We've got a look. I suppose everywhere's got a lot of development going on at the minute, but just keep an eye, man. Because like I was saying at the start, got a lot of people that have noticed they ain't right no more ever since they've been taking experimental stuff, and a lot of people have been keeping it to themselves, and they shouldn't. And I hope that people haven't been making people feel that they can't come out and talk about it because they know that you're, well, not against it. You just, yeah, you're against it, but you wasn't going to take it. You wasn't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So remember to keep your compassion, people. And it's not about I told you so either. You know what I mean? That definitely ain't what it's all about. So that's the last thing you should be doing. You know what I mean? Start getting all fucking narcissistic about it. Fucking told you so, told you so. No, ain't what it's about, mate. It's about, is there anything we can do to rectify or help? You know what I mean? I've been looking into so much stuff, all different detoxes. I'll be doing little uploads on that. I've been finding out some cool stuff, man. But that will be for another video, man. I'm going to love you and leave you. I don't want to bore you too much. Sometimes if they're too long, I'll go on a bit on too many tangents. Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things. But anyway, peeps, you know what I mean? Big love. Big love.